You think you could do that? What we were talking about in the chat with the 100?
No, not a chance. What was it again?
Teddy said he could do 100 cheese wontons.
100 cheese wontons. I'd be interested to see how much I could.
How about the dumplings? You think you could do the dumplings?
Dumplings are tough, man. You don't realize how much food is in the dumpling.
It's doughy, too. You think you could do 50?
No, not a chance. After I eat like 6, I'm done.
What about you, Rangoon? You think you could do it over there?
Do what? Eat 100 ragoons?
Yeah.
No.
That's a lot of cheese. That is a disgusting amount of cheese.
Yeah, I can't eat a lot in one sitting. Not 100. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you do eat like a pigeon.
What about you? You think you could do it?
No, probably not either. All that cheese. I have had 2 calzones once, and I puked from all the cheese. So, 100 cheese wontons? I don't think so.
I guess it depends on the food.
We were all hanging out the other day, and Nash got pizza for us. Very nice gesture.
You were welcome.
Said he had like 5 slices. Like, yo, I have no idea why I'm not full right now. It's like, I don't know what's wrong with this pizza.
Yeah, he was blaming it on the pizza. Yeah.
You know what's weird with Teddy, though, is he's not a big eater. Because when we go to the movies and he gets a large popcorn, he can't finish it. He never finishes it.
He lost his touch.
He did, yeah.
And when we were getting it, too, he's like, what the hell are you guys doing? Why are you guys getting pizza? And we're like, because we're hungry. And he's like, but then I'm going to want to eat it. And we're like, all right, so don't eat it. He's like,
I fell into that, too. I'm like, no, I'm not hungry. I'm good.
Oh, yeah, I offered you. And you're like, I just fucking ate. I'm sorry, God.
Didn't say it like that.
No, you got real pissed. Because we were like, what's your problem? You know, we're offering you food. Eat up. You know? Manja.
First of all, I was on the phone, so.
Oh. Excuse me.
Who were you on the phone with?
It was Nash.
Oh.
Phone? You on the phone with me?
FaceTime.
That's no, but like, no, and then when you got in, too, I was like, help yourself, man. And then that's when you're like, no. And then all of a sudden I see you sneak. And you're like, oh, mozzarella stick? Oh, yeah, sure.
I didn't know you had mozzarella sticks. That's like a nice little snack. And then it was like an hour later. The pizza was just sitting there, and I got a little hungry. I'm like, all right, I might as well grab a slice if no one's going to eat them.
Yeah.
Remember when I had those vegan mozzarella sticks and I took a bite out of it and the cheese just didn't pull at all? It just snapped right off.
Oh, my God.
Teddy and Aaron were watching it like they were watching like like an Olympic diving competition. Let's see if the cheese... Oh, it snapped.
Mozzarella sticks are all about the string test.
Yeah, and vegan mozzarella sticks, soy cheese, not great.
Oh, it's not gooey?
It's not gooey, but it's a substitute, you know?
How's that going, by the way? Good?
Terrible.
Okay.
Yesterday, Aaron's like, you're miserable, man. Just eat a steak.
Like the past 2 times I've been here, he's been like upset. I'm like, I'm not a big connect the dots guy, but he was happier. Not happy, but happier when he wasn't vegan.
Yeah, just
so.
let the whole
world
know. I'm fine.
Yeah, no.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, but you also had another theory about the mints, too. There's no more mints.
Yeah, there used to be mints here, like those little lifesaver mints.
Yeah.
Which I would eat like 3 of them. They were delightful. I would have one before the podcast, one in the break, and one after. It was like a thing I did. Now there hasn't been mints for like the past month, and that's also when I started noticing.
That could be it.
Yeah. So it's either the mints or you got to eat a hamburger once in a while. Keep your spirits up.
Just do 2 for 1, man. Put a bunch of mints in a McDonald's Big Mac. I can use that right now.
Just get it all out of the way,
right?
Right?
Shamrock shake, right? That's everything.
Yeah.
Man.
Do they? No, March, right?
March, yeah. The Shamrock Shooks. That's what we used to... When we used to order them, be like, "Hi, can I have one Shamrock Shook?
Shamrock Shook,
Shamrock Shook, please." Yeah. Well, I know, but we can get
something to
Bo
keep to yourself
for Valentine's.
But
yeah, you're like, yeah, Mr. Bo is. I'm jumping out the window.
What's the other thing McDonald's has? Oh, the McRib
ball pit
that always comes back like once every 3 years for some reason.
Terrible.
The ball pit.
Not many McDonald's have the ball pit.
No,
anymore.
You're right. And you know what you need to do if you want to like cheat in life? Take one of the trays and put it under, and put it down the slide.
Oh man, I never did that.
Turbo.
Right.
It's like you're hitting Nas. Yeah. Yeah. You're like, fuck you, little kid. And ving.
That's like when you get the.
How old were you when you were doing this?
It's when you broke the 75 nugget record. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I was just going all in.
Nash fucking drunk on 4 Locos in the McDonald's. Move, kids.
Just belting kids out of the way.
I pop right out of the slide and.
Ted, what's my time on that one? 2.1. Nice.
Oh, new record. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Soup Podcast. I am Bo. I'm here with Aaron and Nash. How you guys doing today? You're doing fine. We're all friends. We see each other all the time.
Yeah.
But stop asking me to go to the movies because I'm not going with you.
Me?
Yeah, this ends when you walk out of the door.
Oh, you asked me to go see a movie the next day, so you could play your little game on Twitter, like play your little oh, we're just work friends, but then you text me, oh, you want to go see Civil War, and I said
Civil War?
Cold War.
Did we go?
That was my
Did we
decision
go?
not to go because you changed the time, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna let you do this to me last minute again. He waits. He's like, oh, let's go at 3:20. It's 3:00. I'm like, are we going? He's like, oh no, 5:20. Like, no, I don't play that. I'm gonna go hang out with Nash, which I did, and we had it was a good time.
Bump it.
I was gonna.
We had
I was gonna say like
decent
we
time.
hung out.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I was gonna over exaggerate, but it didn't feel right.
No, you couldn't even lie about it.
No.
What about? Do you consider me a friend? I mean, I never get text messages
name
about the
again?
movie.
Good one.
And you can listen to us on SoundCloud at the Nerd Soup Podcast and iTunes at the Nerd Soup Podcast. And send us your questions on Nerd Soup.
And Spotify.
Spotify, too. Yeah, we're on Spotify. Send us your questions, Nerd Soup for you on Twitter, nerdsoup4you at gmail.com. Send us over your questions. We'll probably never answer them.
We answer a few.
We do. We answer a few. About like 6%. But hey, give it the old college try. And
You got to make people, feel special.
right.
We're not going to
exactly.
answer every single
We
question.
ran through every question.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
I like the direct line of contact. Like, ever try to call like a sports radio and you just get the busy signal?
Yeah.
At least we're letting you get through, and we'll pick and choose, but we don't just hit you with the busy. That's just rude.
Yeah, we got a lot of stories to talk about today. We've got some trailers. We've got some other stuff.
Yeah, slow day.
It is a slow day, very slow day. But I guess we can start the show by talking about that abomination that was the Aladdin trailer. What was that?
I wish I didn't see it.
Did you see it?
I did.
Okay.
And I can't unsee it. That's the problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
To be fair, the trailer
here we
itself
go.
wasn't an abomination. Just the Genie reveal to most people was very unnerving, I would say. It was something. I don't think that necessarily means the movie is going to be bad, but God, the first thing I thought when I saw that was Scorpion King, which is not a good thing to say. It looks like a Snapchat filter. Like if they were doing promotion for the movie and you like open your mouth or like raise your eyebrows and it would just be your face on the Genie, it would probably look just as good. Because it's not like Thanos where they took little subtle facial features from Josh Brolin and incorporated into Thanos and created a different character altogether. It's just Will Smith's face cut out and plastered onto a CGI Genie.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
Yeah.
And I guess they should have just used Will Smith, right? It should have just been his body.
Why didn't they just paint him blue or something and have him?
He doesn't even have to be blue. That's the problem with these live action Disney movies is that it's a carbon copy of the animation film, and that doesn't work in live action. It's the same thing that I said with Lion King. This doesn't work. There's a reason that these films were animated. You're not going to have this big, Robin Williams' Genie doesn't look like he was a real person. He looks like a giant fictional genie. That doesn't really work in CGI.
But all he needed was a little, like, kind of, just a little hints.
Yeah, but change it.
Of Will Smith and
but you
make
talk
it
about
more
the other parts of the trailer weren't an abomination. They weren't an abomination, but this is Aladdin. Right, that's from the animated movie. That happened in the animated movie. Oh, look, remember that? Remember that part? Remember Jafar? Remember the carpet? Remember Gilbert Godfrey? So these movies are so lazy. And now they're talking about they're going to make a sequel to Nightmare Before Christmas.
live action, right?
Oh, what? It's going to be live action?
That's what I heard, yeah, on a different podcast.
Oh, boy.
They said live action. That's
You know what else I'm starting to think? I think Will Smith just might not be a good actor.
Will
It was
Smith's
just
fine.
This whole time. It took you this whole time to figure it out.
Will Smith's fine. I mean,
You didn't get that from West Side, what is it, Wild Wild West?
Yeah, Wild Wild West or
I want to blame
Hitch.
Will Smith for this.
No, but the line
How's
delivery
the
there was
design?
bad. All right, but can we blame Will Smith for the last 10 movies that he's been in?
He picks terrible movies.
Yeah.
I'm not
And he's Will Smith.
letting
in
him
every
off the
movie.
hook for that, but
I Am Legend, though? That
Yeah.
movie was...
That was his last banger.
Yeah.
It's 12 years ago.
That was a great movie.
he's been doing awful movies, but I wouldn't say, he's bad, and like it's just a terrible design for the Genie. Wait to see the movie. It's probably, I don't know what it's going to be. I was never a big Aladdin guy. I don't remember. I haven't watched that movie since I was a kid, so I really don't remember. But yeah, I don't know if they can fix that in 3 months. It looks like that's pretty much what we're stuck with.
That's when this is coming out in 3 months.
May.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah, that's not
I don't
gonna
know if they
fix-
can. But who did they hire to do this? Because most of the Disney CGI has been great and good, like at least good, but great in the Jungle Book. And I mean, obviously, you're using a real life animal, and it's probably easier than to do a made up genie man. But
it's just the decision that they went with is tough because they're trying to make him that he is like a translucent figure that you can put your hand through him. That he's
they nailed it in Casper.
Yeah, but Casper looks like a cartoon ghost.
I know. But trying to think of another cartoon animated ghost in a movie.
It should have just been Will Smith. If you're gonna remake these movies, make them new versions of this movie. Just don't give me the cookie cutter. Remember this, remember that.
Remember the Entertainment Weekly? I think it was, and they showed real Will Smith. That's what it should have been. Yeah, well, people were freaking out on that too. So you can't win.
Yeah, but they were like, "Why isn't he blue?" And then people would have got over it. This is, like you said, it's. Somebody tweeted out, I think it was Jenny Nicholson, that Will Smith's genie haunts me when I get sleep paralysis. He's just sitting at the edge of my bed staring at me.
He looks like he would be like a villain in Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, it's
like
that
an
bad.
acid trip kind of nightmare. It's horrible and spooky, bugging out.
He's supposed bugging out. He's supposed to be the friendly neighborhood genie, and I would keep my children away from this guy.
Oh yeah, no way my kids are going near that fucking.
No,
bozo.
You want to stay away from the gold mines.
I don't even know him. He looks nice. He looks delightful. He's having fun. He's hanging out with Aladdin. He's gonna give him wishes. Yeah, I think I'm pro genie now. You guys,
you're gonna die on the genie hill.
Yes. Even though it looks awful, everyone's
such a fucking contrarian.
Well, no, just you guys hate him, so I'm gonna like him. So I'm pro genie. But no, it does look awful, and hopefully, I'm gonna see the movie anyway. Hopefully, it doesn't take away from the movie at all. Like, let's say if it's a decent movie, but the genie part is just awful, and you can't really get over the fact that it looks that bad, then that's kind of.
Everything else about this movie doesn't look good either.
I know, but it's.
I think Jasmine might be the best casting, but Jafar, where's that deep? Who was Jafar in the original movie? Who voiced him? Do you know?
No.
All I know is that he had a great voice, and this Jafar does not have a great voice. I'm just not a fan of this anymore. The Jungle Book did it right because the Jungle Book was like, oh, we'll include, 30 seconds of the bare necessities, but this is going to be our movie. It's going to be significantly different from the cartoon. Obviously, it's inspired, but it's going to stand on its own. These other remakes are not standing on their own. Beauty and the Beast, another one, it's just the same thing, but with people. How is that? Where's the creativity in that?
I'm not like a live action kind of guy, but I have to stay consistent because I love Dumbo. So I think I'm going to go see that.
But Dumbo looks different. I mean, you get a guy like Tim Burton, it's going to be his movie. And he hasn't been great his past couple of films. But when you get a director like that, it feels like these other ones are being made by committee rather than a director with a distinct vision, like a Jon Favreau with The Jungle Book. Or with Lion King, too, it's also tough. But, I mean, you really think are you going to be the pro genie guy?
No, that was
just a joke.
Yeah, cool. But, I hate hating on a movie before I see it. I mean, obviously you can judge from the trailer, and it does look objectively awful. So I think that's fair to say, but we'll wait to see it. And if it's bad then and it takes away from the movie, then I'll hammer it all day, every day. Or probably just for the next podcast. Cause
I was hoping that you were pro genie because I hate you too.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to just hate both.
Just lump them in.
Just hang up on Aaron and the genie.
Yeah, that's it. But I can still hate you.
What's our next topic?
Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery.
Oh, Avatar sequels.
There's like 8 of them. No, but apparently they're all going to be standalone films. So they're not going to...
Okay, so we're talking about Avatar.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Pretty much Avatar. So, yeah, like I said, they're apparently going to be all standalone. Like, they're all going to have their own story within. They're still going to be Avatar movies, but they'll all have their own conclusion. Not... Basically, no cliffhangers, and I guess, like how Marvel Infinity War led into Endgame, it's just going to be 6 separate movies, which, I don't know, I kind of like, and I kind of don't care, because Avatar is really... I feel like that kind of lost the appeal to it, especially after, I mean, it was the highest grossing movie of all time, right? Which, I don't know how that happened. But then they decided, let's wait until everyone forgot about that and make the sequels and lose all that momentum. and now shove it down people's throats with, I don't know, was it 4 or 6? I don't know how many they're making.
Well, that's not happening. There's no way they're making 6.
You already wrote all the scripts and did a lot of the mocap for all the movies already.
For 6 of them?
I think they banged them all out. Not
What?
6. I don't know. I'm just exaggerating, but for a few of them. So these movies are happening, and I guess Avatar. It gets
Your Avatar hot take from a couple months ago was amazing.
I know. I
You're
didn't
like, I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I don't really like Avatar.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, buddy. Welcome to the internet.
It's not bad by any means. Like for the time period, I remember seeing it in theaters, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like, it's beautiful. It's amazing what they were able to do. So I'm interested to see how they can raise the bar and take that next step. And
10 years ago.
yeah, so if not,
Still looks great.
I mean, if anything, it's still
been
going to
that
be a
long.
visually innovative movie. So I think that's good. But I'm
Well-
not invested like Star Wars. That's a universe I want to be invested in. Marvel. That's that grabs me. Avatar. Do I want all
You're
these
gonna see
movies
it.
like an Avatar franchise?
A lot of people are still going to see it.
I'll definitely see him, but I don't know. And I guess that's the point of it too is they're gonna try to world build and stuff like that, and try to make the next Star Wars or this Marvel Cinematic DC universe. And I guess the decision to have them contained into their own separate films, so you don't have to see the first one to get the second one, or second to see the third, is just a way for people to, I guess, the anti-Marvel, where you go into Endgame, you're gonna have to see 19, 20, 21 films. This, I guess, you can keep it going by, you didn't have to see the last one, but you can still go see this one. So you can jump in whenever you want, and if that encourages you to go back and see the rest of them, then all the better for us.
Well, I got a question. Anthony Nash, Long Island Gazette. Mr. Monkey, is it going to be about like different Avatar characters itself, or like are they going to try and build it off like, I don't know any of the names in Avatar. I haven't seen the movie in forever, but it's going to be like about one movie is going to be about one particular alien itself per se. Is that what they're trying to do with the movies?
It's still going to
or-
be the main character, Jake Sully. I think that was his
Also,
name.
then because if it's anything like Marvel, don't they want to expand more characters?
I
And
don't
have
think
like,
they're going to do the Marvel route. I think he's just going to, like you said, it's going to be standalone movies, but he just wants to explore his world. And I think because Avatar is the highest grossing movie, there's some sort of expectation for people to go see it and for it to be the next Star Wars or Marvel, but it doesn't have to be that, because when these movies come out and the marketing gets kicking, people are going to go see Avatar too.
And I'm sure they'll connect dots, and there'll be Easter eggs connecting them to each film, where you don't necessarily have to see all of them to get the latest edition, but it would help just your understanding of the world and the different world building and subtle things within that story.
I think he said in the second one he wants to explore more of the ocean.
James
of
Cameron
Pandora.
exploring the ocean.
He loves some ocean. But that's the thing with James Cameron, too. He always takes like 300 years between his movies, and then everybody doubts him. When he came out with Titanic, this is going to be terrible. It's not going to work. It's unfilmable. Boom. Highest grossing movie of all time. Same thing. Same exact thing for Avatar. And the same thing is happening again. It's fool me once, fool me twice. James Cameron is coming for the three-peat. And I love the first Avatar. Do you like it?
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah. And yeah, it did lose its momentum. It didn't have the cultural impact of Avatar. Is everybody saying that it doesn't have a cultural impact, and that it made $2.8 billion, which is absurd. And people still are trying to figure out how it made all of that money. But it kind of broke open the December box office before Star Wars did. It said that nothing comes out over these 3 months. Drop your blockbuster here, you're going to make a shit ton of money. Aquaman is doing the same thing.
Well, it's weird because a lot of especially sci-fi epic blockbusters have a crazy budget. If they don't have a name attached to it, they usually fucking bomb, right? Look at Blade Runner. Dune, I'm skeptical on Dune. I'm hoping everyone gets their shit together.
Well, Avatar had a lot of word of mouth, too.
Yeah, but that kind of
have to go see this in IMAX.
Yeah, but I'm saying now with the sequels, it still has that Avatar appeal. Like another James Cameron, he's a producer, Alita Battle Angel. That's making fucking nothing. It doesn't help it's getting shit reviews. But
Yeah.
When's the last time a blockbuster really came out of nowhere from?
Well, they're never made.
Yeah, because they don't make money.
Yeah. Well, they don't make money, and also it's you need the name now in today's world. But they also don't get. Avatar got like a $300 million budget. It was absurd.
What was that Peter Jackson he was involved with that came out recently? The blockbuster. It was like
Mortal Engines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well,
It's
once
hard.
again, it was
Valerian
also, but
with,
it was also panned by critics.
Carrot.
Also panned by critics.
Yeah, true.
None of these movies are
Blade
getting
Runner.
Blade Runner 2049 R-rated audience. People had no idea what it was.
You want to hear a funny story? My mom calls me once. She's like, "Oh, I'm trying to."
I really hope this has nothing to do with what we were talking about. That would make it really funny. But go ahead.
So I want to watch a movie on demand. Can you help me out? Like, which one's good or not? I'm like, yeah, sure. What do you got? It's American. What's the Tom Cruise movie? Oh, American Made, or Blade Runner 2049. I'm like, oh, did you see the original Blade Runner? It's like, yeah, is that the one with Wesley Snipes? Like, just watch the Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah, yeah, you're gonna want to go with American Made. That's amazing.
No Dr. Zhivago on demand.
Dude, that's so funny. I was just watching that fucking video last week. The Unforgivable movies.
Oh my god, have you ever seen it?
Mm-mm.
You never seen the Unforgivable YouTube videos? It's the black and white, and the guy's like, he's like, bitch, I got brought up some DVDs. He's like, oh, what'd you bring? He's like, Dr. Zhivago.
Dr. Zhivago.
I don't know the rest.
That's the
of
one
Yeah,
with
I know.
the chicken nuggets. Doesn't he do that?
Yeah,
It's a chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich, yeah.
And waffle fries.
Some waffle fries.
I forgot the other movies.
I've never seen that one.
He names like 3 like classic like film school films. So I think he's like.
Does he say Little House on the Prairie or something like that? I forgot the 3 movies he says. Joe used to nail it all the time.
How Green Was My Valley?
I'm not sure.
I just made that up.
I don't think he says that.
No, it's a real movie.
Okay.
That would have been a deep cut. But Dr. Zhivago, that's a deep cut.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta find it.
You name dropping that just now shook me.
Dr. Zhivago?
Yeah.
Get that bull off the TV. I brought a couple of DVDs over. She said, what'd you bring? Dr. Zhivago, a brief encounter, and the birds on the river cry. A lean night.
A lean night. That's amazing.
A lean night.
That's
so
like
cultured.
That's like original YouTube right
Yeah,
there.
no,
that's
that's
like
OG.
that's the peak when no one was trying to make like selling their soul and doing these selling out and doing like podcasts all the time. Basically not even making YouTube videos. They just did it for fun and it got viral because you were funny and creative. Now it's just you make a clickbait title, talk about a relevant topic, and hope you get clicks.
Yeah, before we go to the next topic, I want to let you guys know that you can subscribe to NordVPN by using the NerdSoup code NerdSoup.
Is that a real sponsor?
No.
Okay.
Promo code NASH10?
No.
No?
Always trying to wiggle your way.
Oh, self-promoting myself, man.
Promo code at Nash.
At Anthony JQ Nash. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram.
Speaking of franchises, Trench. The Trench. Aquaman spinoff.
Interesting.
What?
I like this.
Really?
Yeah.
If
because
James Wan is connected, I feel like I might be a little bit more intrigued because he has that horror background. But they're making a spinoff of the scene. It was a cool scene, I'll give it that. But like a 2-minute sequence from a, I'll say decent DC movie.
Oh,
I
wouldn't go that far.
I'm giving.
Yeah.
I give and I take.
in a good mood today.
Yeah. But yeah, it's weird. Especially a lot of people are saying Man of Steel 2. Like you can't make that, but you'll make The Trench from Aquaman.
Well, it's an interesting concept, a horror movie that takes place underwater, even if it wasn't part of the Aquaman franchise. And there were a lot of horror elements in Aquaman. The scene, obviously the trench sequence, but also when they're on the boat sailing to the trench and those monsters come out of the water, that's classic James Wan. It would be more interesting if he was directing it because he is a great horror director, saw The Conjuring. And I think this could be interesting if it's like an exploratory team that's looking for some species of an animal like the Meg, but good and scary. And maybe with Jason Statham, bring him back.
You watch that, you ain't sleeping.
The Meg?
No, well, not the Meg. I'm saying you in particular.
Oh, me in particular, yeah. That's why it sounds like a
deep
good
ocean,
concept. Yeah,
yeah.
The ocean to me is terrifying. It's, like you said, deep ocean, creatures, critters, undiscovered territory. It's like space, essentially.
Yeah.
And I think it's a brilliant idea for them to go because they're getting away from the DC extended universe. They're not worrying about connecting movies. And Man of Steel 2, why? So it can come out and be terrible?
Jesus.
Everything they drop with Superman stinks.
Well,
on ice.
At first, I'm like, what the hell? What? Like, why make
like
this
that?
movie? Why make the spinoff?
Oh, yeah.
And I guess if James Wan's connected, and they can make anything a good movie, right? You don't need some crazy concept, if you have good people attached to it, you can make pretty much any story or anything good. It's just your DC, Warner Brothers, you haven't been really doing that well. Well, financially they have with Aquaman, but as far as critical acclaim for your films, and it's just a weird route to take, especially when I want to see Man of Steel too. Henry Cavill back as the Cape Crusader. Oh, no, it's Batman. What's Man of Steel?
He's the Man of Steel.
Yeah. I don't know why I said Cape Crusader. But
what's the Man of Steel's nickname? Oh, Superman.
yeah. What is... No, he has another one. What was I thinking of?
Man of Steel, the Boy Scout?
Yeah, the Boy Scout. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know, just a weird thing. If the movies were all doing great and they had all these things
Dude,
lined
we're
up,
living in a world where they got like 3 Joker movies.
I know.
This is normal for them.
but if, let's just say, like, it's an easy comparison, Marvel. Like, if they were going to do something like this, I'd be like, oh, okay. You would have a better feel about it. And, like, look what they did with Guardians. Everyone, Guardians are making a Guardians movie. What the hell? And it turned out to be fucking awesome. I feel like DC should just focus on trying to get their main characters right before branching off and trying to make other films.
Yeah, they've been doing that for 6 years now. They haven't done it since. So
I feel like they can. They just tried a little. Put a little effort in. Put some elbow grease into it.
it's such a mess now that I kind of want to see them go in different directions. Did they have a director attached?
I don't think so.
No. Who would you like to see direct it?
James Wan would be
Yeah,
good.
James Wan. I'm trying to think of some other people. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about this, Nash? You think this is you didn't see Aquaman, right?
No.
Lucky you. It was bad. But this sequence might be the best part of the movie, where they go to this deep sea trench and there's all these monsters and it's kind of scary. It was like a
When he dives in and he has the flare. That was an awesome shot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, if they have James Wan doing it, like Aaron said, he's got the, like the horror.
chops.
Yeah, he's got the chops in the horror game.
The horror chops.
Yeah, I think they can make that actually somewhat of a decent movie
Yeah.
if they have like cool ass monsters and
I like the
You know.
concept conceptually.
kind of make them a
into
little
it.
bloody too.
Yeah, right. Maybe slap an R rating on it.
Yeah,
Slap the fucking Meg in there.
fuck it,
Let
get the
him-
Kraken in
Let him
too.
battle.
That's the extended universe they're going for.
Yeah.
Meg. I want to see the Meg in the King Kong Godzilla movie. I think you just need every cinematic monster in that movie. All right, so do we have any more?
You think
stories?
John Wick is taking out the Meg?
I thought you were going to say Godzilla. The Meg, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Godzilla is a little bit tougher. The Meg, he's taken out.
I think he's taking out Godzilla too.
Did you guys see the?
And I'm a huge Godzilla guy.
Did you guys see the Shaft trailer?
No.
I didn't see the. I didn't see
Who's
the trailer.
playing Shaft? It's a new guy, right? It's a young guy.
Shaft Jr.
You know what would have been so much better? Catchphrase Jones. That's a movie they should have made.
Oh yeah,
Catchphrase Jones.
put a fork in him. He's pasta.
The
Yeah,
fish tank's dirty. I ain't paying for it.
that's awesome. I missed that show. Yeah, that was the
Assalamu
trailer.
alaikum. I have a funny story too. It's not that great of a story, but I was sitting next to my aunt and we saw Cold Pursuit over the weekend, the Liam Neeson movie. Terrible. She enjoyed it though, so I kind of enjoyed it through her, vicariously through her, because she has the funniest fucking comments throughout a movie. Like people kept dying, and she turns to me real loud. You picked a winner. And the John Wick trailer plays. She's like, "Who does he have to kill in this one?" I'm like, "Everybody."
I think he wins.
The
I love
Shaft,
John Wick.
the Shaft trailer was,
too.
it was a little. I kind of dug it. It was very lighthearted. It looked ridiculous. But here's some. They released some. Taglines for the movie.
Ooh, okay, let's hear it. I like a good tagline.
Oh, I gotta find them.
You don't have them up?
No, I saw them. I think LCB tweeted them out, and I saw them, and they were talking about them, and they were fucking.
It's LCB now.
I don't know. They
LCB.
changed their fucking name. Well,
Did you ever see the YouTube video of like the worst scenes of all time?
No.
If you ever get a chance, like look it up on YouTube. But there's like one of them where like the guy is like taking out the garbage, and some guy like comes behind him, and he's like garbage day, and then just shoots him and kills him. Like that'd be probably my catchphrase.
In the Liam Neeson movie, he's listening to the radio, and he lives in Denver. So the host says, "Call in. We're taking questions. We want to know your opinion on Elway versus Peyton Manning. Who's the best quarterback of all time?" And Liam Neeson had just killed somebody, so he says defiantly, "Elway." I'm like, okay. So the movie moves along, and he's fighting with some guy, and he's got him on the ropes, and he's about to shoot him, and he asks him, who's the best quarterback of all time, Manning or Elway? And the guy's like, I'm thinking he's going to say Manning and he's going to shoot him.
Yeah.
He goes, Elway. And Liam Neeson says, good. Shoots him.
What?
Brady or Montana not exist in this universe?
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
What the fuck?
I thought he was going to be like his running catchphrase throughout the movie, like Brady or Elway, and that's who he decides to kill. But he said the right answer and he still killed him.
Yeah.
And then they just never brought it up again.
I'll avocado toast your punk ass.
Okay.
They are selling heavy.
The only IPA I like is I'm going to put your ass through a windshield.
Right. No, yeah, I believe you. I
That's what
believe
it
you.
says.
You don't have to show.
I think I saw
I don't
another
blame him for showing you because
one.
gotta
No,
make
no,
sure
I-
that he ain't making
I
sense.
need-
I'm not making these up on the spot.
No, I couldn't. I'm not that clever. 'Cause I think that's genius. The only old-fashioned I'm serving is a good old-fashioned ass whooping.
Eh,
I feel like The Rock would say that.
that's a rock. Well,
yeah,
that
I think
Rock-
they took that from
Did
The
you
Rock.
see
actually.
Hobbs and Shaw, that trailer?
Yeah.
That was a bad line. Some a cold can of whoop ass. Ugh.
I like that, though. If they're just going to go full-out cheesy Shaft, fuck it. That looks fun.
Yeah, I'd see it. And Samuel Jackson's going to be in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Shaft's daddy. His daddy Shaft.
I don't know the
He's a chill daddy dynamite.
You need to chill.
I don't know the Shaft lore, but
You're not familiar with the. You
No.
never read any of the Shaft.
the new Shaft, I think the trailer was like, the son comes, but he's not Shaft. Like he's not about that life. He's more like, oh, what are you doing? Don't shoot him and stuff like that. So he has to learn to become more Shaft-like. So I think that should be a fun,
Interesting.
Yeah, fun, interesting, little wacky. So.
Ooh.
But I think at the end
Ah.
he'll finally get it down and be like, like dad, like son, and he'll really,
And then the sequel is just going to be.
yeah,
That's the movie that you want to see.
both the Shafts.
I hate when they do that. Just skip to the sequel.
Yeah. So
Why are we wasting time? Let's go straight to the sequel.
Do we have any more stories, or can we go to fan questions?
the Verizon guy got cast in Zombieland.
Thomas Middletich. That's his
yeah,
name, right?
Something like that.
Is that the Sprint guy?
Verizon.
No, but is that the same guy that was with Sprint and then went to Verizon?
No,
not
the
not the can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's what I thought
the
you
guy
were
from
talking
Silicon Valley. So
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, no, I thought maybe the guy that
DJ
looked like
Miller.
Weezer. What?
that guy's a fucking traitor, huh?
Oh, I would kick his ass. And I have AT&T, so I have no dog in the fight.
What was worse, him or the new Dos Equis guy? I think the Dos Equis new guy hurt me.
We should
Oh,
hire.
yeah, that one hurt.
Game
too.
of Thrones had it right. We should hire the mountain
Why'd
to
you have to
go
bring it
around.
up?
We should hire the mountain from Game of Thrones to go around killing, like he did with the Bud Knight, just killing all the awful TV spokesmen for companies, like Flo, Toast.
No, you do not touch Flo.
No.
You're a big Flo guy.
I love Flo.
Yeah, you
Who's
love
the other guy who's with on the who does the radio commercials for the Progressive? That guy fucking stinks.
Jimmy?
So, I
Talk
don't know.
about. Are you talking about the one that it's like the arch enemy of Flo?
I don't know if they're arch enemies, but
She always shits on him. So
give the guy a break. But yeah, him, the "Can you hear me now" guy, just go around killing all these
Jared
terrible.
from Subway.
I think he's serving his
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I think no. Jimmy's annoying. I think Jamie. It's
Jamie, yeah,
Jamie.
yes,
That's what it
that's
is.
who
Not
it is.
Jimmy. Jamie.
Dead.
William
Verizon's Oh
Shatner.
God.
He's on his way out.
Yeah.
How about Jennifer Gardner?
No, you keep her alive.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's fine. She's good.
Yeah.
She's good. Good commercials.
I'm not crazy about her.
I think we've had this discussion before. There's something you don't look at Jennifer Garner and go, "Wow." She's not like sexy,
Yeah, she has no sex appeal.
but
at
if
all.
she was like your friend's mom, everybody would be obsessed with her. You know, she's
a good
friend's
point.
mom. Friend's mom hot.
Okay, I could agree with that. Sure, but at the bar, I don't know if I'd go up to her, even if I got a few back.
No.
you know?
Yeah.
I'm throwing back some.
That stupid fucking lizard. Mountain just crushes him. The Geico.
Oh, he's cute.
What?
The Geico lizard.
PETA's going crazy right now.
It's fake.
Still.
That's really it. I feel like I need to watch some more TV. I'll pick out some.
Yeah, I don't know any of the
That's,
big.
like-
Steve Harvey, I feel like, should be in there too. He's hosting everything these days.
Not a host, like a spokesperson for a
Yeah,
product.
he's kind of a spokesperson for Steve Harvey.
As long as that guy with the Sprint and Verizon gets taken out, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, he deserves it. You just can't switch sides like that.
No, absolutely not. And like I said, I have no dog in the fight.
Dog in the fight. I was so upset when I saw that. I couldn't believe it. So that was our childhood. All right, you guys want to go to fan questions?
Do it.
You look so sad over there.
I'm just trying to think of. I'm mad I can't think of more TV.
You're making your Aria list of TV.
Yeah. Flo's at the top of the
Spokesperson.
list. I'm sorry, Nash. Flo.
Flo,
No, do not touch
Verizon
Flo.
guy.
You leave
Those
Flo.
Gotta kill a
fucking
lizard.
her commercials on the radio are so terrible.
You do not touch Flo. You don't touch my baby. That's my baby girl. When I say baby girl, that's who I mean.
All right, we have our first question here from Lovergirl at Sarah E. Danks. Long-time listener.
Yeah, I think I follow her too. What's up, lover girl?
I thought you were going to say baby girl, and I was like,
Oh no.
cut the pod. Her question is, what do you think each of your Patronuses would be from Harry Potter?
Like
Easy.
a tequila.
Mine would be Honey Badger. Expecto Patronum. You always used to say that in Super Smash Brothers.
Oh,
when
is
you
that
got
the fucking
wand.
deer?
I did.
Yeah.
Is that the deer?
Yeah, the stag.
What is it supposed to be?
It's your animal. It's like your spirit animal, almost.
Oh.
Penguin.
A little fucking waddling penguin
Yeah.
defending against the
Yeah, that would be me.
Dementors.
Yep.
I don't know.
I mean, you got to go with a human, right?
Yeah.
Since you're a monkey.
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah, definitely Honey Badger for me.
What's the one when you do it and it becomes something scary?
Ridiculous?
Yeah. What would your ridiculous be?
Oh, my biggest fear?
Yeah.
I feel like we talk about biggest fears
Yeah,
every
why are we
podcast.
just
Well, that's what I thought. That's what I thought she meant when you first said it, but apparently I'm wrong.
Like I said, like it's somebody trying to give me a hug. What
Do you
would
guys
it be
still
for
have,
you?
do you guys still have dreams about you're like it's the end of semester and you haven't been to a class?
Yes, I have those dreams all the time where
Yeah.
I show up to school and I haven't been there the whole year.
Yeah, all the fucking time.
Those dreams suck.
It's so weird
Yeah, yeah.
because in the
You
dream
get
I'm
really
scared
nervous?
and I wake up I'm like, I graduated already.
No, do you ever have dreams that you're back in high school though, but you're your age now? Why am I still here?
I had one that middle school, not high school, middle school.
That's even worse.
And the halls were really small.
Mhm.
But I was bobbing and weaving, so pushing all those little
Okay.
fucking kids out of my way.
I was bobbing and weaving in the dream. This question here comes from Hillary Johnson. Oh my God, I absolutely love you guys. Thanks, Hillary. I would like to know how you guys met, first impressions of each other. Well, me and Aaron, we say this a lot, that we met in 7th grade health class.
Yep.
But I don't think we've discussed me and you.
No.
You're probably my current oldest friend. It's like you and Josh.
Yeah, you were my first friend.
Yeah, preschool.
Mm-hmm.
3 years old, man. Me and Nash go 20 fucking 3 years. It's
You had
ridiculous.
chicken pox. And I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't give a shit.
I still remember Nash sitting on like in front of the window, and I was like, "That's a cool fucking kid, yo. I gotta become his friend."
There's
Okay.
hoop earring and frosted tips.
Smoking a cigarette.
I had two buttons undone, too. It's fucking preschool.
Yeah, chest hair. I was like,
Yeah.
What the hell?
Disgusting.
Light mustache. Not a full, but light mustache.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
twirling it a bit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how we met, preschool.
Yeah, we go way back.
Yeah.
It's weird because you usually don't have friends. You know, you speak to people who are adults, and who knows? In 10 years, we probably won't speak. Hopefully.
Good chance that will happen.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I guess my oldest friend is probably Teddy that I still hang out with.
Oh, boy.
That's weird. Huh.
I don't know. I feel like I'm stuck with you for life.
Is that a bad thing? I kind of do feel bad for you, actually. That sucks.
No, it's going to end where it began. It's going to be us, me and you playing bingo.
Yeah.
Everybody else is dead. We're the last two ones alive.
Yep. I think that's exactly how it's going to go.
Yeah, but that's how we met.
Teddy is actually a funny story. I met Teddy in social studies in 6th grade. It was like the second day. And he goes, "Hey, what's going on? My name's Itori." And it's like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man? What, Itori? What's that?" He's like, just call me Teddy." And then I find out, like, I actually, like, a couple of years ago, it means Hector.
I know, yeah. It means Hector.
Why, I was
It
like,
means
why?
Hector.
Where's Teddy coming
But he
from?
doesn't believe that it means Hector.
It-
He refuses that it means Hector.
So,
If we have any Italian listeners out there, it's Hector. That's what it is.
Baba the Boopy.
And you and Teddy are actually really close.
Yeah.
People don't know that about you. You guys are like essentially best friends.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
I actually got in a Christmas card once. That's
Yeah.
how close I was with the family.
Didn't even realize that you guys didn't meet until middle school.
Yeah, it was 6th grade. It was like the second day.
Yeah, we were
Miss
all in that same
Feigenbaum's.
group.
Yeah.
Miss Feigenbaum. Great teacher.
R.I.P.
She died?
Yeah, she was almost on her way out when we were in the class in 6th grade.
Yeah, but she was still whip smart back then.
she
That's the
was,
thing.
but she was
I
Tell
think
you what,
I met
she
you.
had 1 foot in the grave.
think
She was on her way out. I'm telling you, and that was
Holy
6th
shit,
grade.
my memory's shot.
Yeah, she died. She died like a few years back.
Wow.
Somebody told me that. I forgot who. I will get
Only
back
if
to you
it
on
was
that.
Miss Tonelli.
Oh, she was. Oh, you know who I'm thinking? Tonelli was the mean English teacher.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Capone, the science
Oh
teacher.
no, Capone.
Dime.
Good teacher. Good teacher. Jennifer Garner type teacher.
I'd take Miss Capone over
I
Jennifer
think
Garner.
so too. Yeah.
I definitely
think so,
would.
Looking back.
That's about it. How did we meet?
I think through Teddy. I'm like, oh, that's my replacement, huh?
You just can't win.
Tight ass Hollister shirt.
I remember
Oh boy, that's
Aaron a couple of years when he first met me. I can't believe I'm talking to Bo. He thought I was cool or something. Okay, we got our next question here from Nick Lance.
That wasn't a good.
Nick.
Oh god damn it.
What is Nash doing on Nerd Soup? That's a good question, Nash. What are you doing here?
I honestly I don't know.
Time out too again. I wouldn't put Nick's. I don't know what his. I would say if you want to look at his Twitter profile, I would want to keep that connection a little.
This
loose,
question
too.
here comes from Nick.
He's a dick.
I'm just saying it's probably.
Well, it's one of our friends, but
He's like, yo, why you on Nerd Soup if you don't even know anything, bro? You're not even that fucking smart. You're stupid. Actually, you're really stupid. Why are you even on it? And I'm like, I don't know, man.
I don't know why Nick hasn't been on a podcast yet. Actually, I do know why, but I think if we told him to scale it back, it would be funny.
It wouldn't work.
No. Well, I'll edit.
Well-
Did you listen to our non-edited podcast
Yes.
last week? Yeah.
Yes, I did.
We were raw dogging it.
Oh
dude.
yeah,
It was bad.
that was funny. You should do it every week.
This question here comes from Tainted Hicks at Levy Lone Wildy. What did you think of mid-90s? Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Mid-90s, I loved it. It didn't make my top 10, but it was one of the best movies of all time. And I had an argument the other day about somebody who didn't.
What?
One of the best movies of the year. Sorry.
Okay, I was about to say
I skipped
you
in my-
over exaggerate a lot, but that sounded a little
I do
much.
over-exaggerate a lot.
Not denying it.
I think I said Hard Home was the best 20 minutes of cinema that I've ever seen in my life.
Well, you said, and I think it was one of the best. Probably, I think I had it number 2. Call Me by Your Name, but in your review, like I was trying to think, is the best movie of the year, the best movie of all time. I'm like, okay, that's a bit of a stretch.
Speaking about 20 minutes in cinema history, you ever see King Kong fight the dinosaurs?
I still remember laughing my ass off in high school when you said that was one of the top 5 greatest scenes of all time. Which, no, seriously though, for action scenes, it's really one of the best scenes ever. I'm not joking.
It really is
No.
a cool scene.
But the way that you overhyped it was just so funny to me.
You know what I've been doing a lot?
It's like a top 50 scene of all time.
Fighting scene.
Fighting scene, it's top 5. Arguably top
Oh,
1. The
yeah.
way that man he was fighting 3 T-Rexes and juggling
When he
Naomi
snapped the jaw. Oh, bro, I was getting hyped.
Watts. Ripped out the tongue.
Yeah, but I've been noticing that a lot. That I put everything in my top 5. They're like, how many top 5s do you have?
Well, I came out of Annihilation, and I think I told Jamie, I was like, that's one of the top 20 movies I've seen of all time.
You do that a lot.
Yeah, I do it all the time. That's why when people ask me my top 10 list, I just can't make it because it's constantly changing.
Because everything's in the top 10.
The only 2 constants are Toy Story and Rush Hour 2. But mid-90s was really great. And I was telling the person that didn't enjoy it that I just knew those kids in mid-90s. That wasn't me. That wasn't my life. But that generation, those young kids coming of age, trying to find their identity and using the outlet of skateboarding and drinking at a young age. It was relatable to me even though that wasn't me. And I'm excited to see what he does moving forward because I think he said he wants to direct now more than act. So, yeah, mid-90s, I would highly recommend it. The soundtrack.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I remember you raving about the soundtrack on the movie.
I think I tweeted it was like you have to legally listen to the mid-90s soundtrack once a week after seeing the movie.
Better than FIFA 16 soundtrack?
No, not even close.
I don't think anything will ever touch that.
No over-exaggeration, those FIFA soundtracks. Who's making them? Because they're amazing.
Yeah, we need to talk to them. Definitely need to get them on because they're fantastic.
All right, this question comes from Nix, myself. Aaron, you might want to pay attention to this one.
I'm listening. What the fuck you want me to do?
Psycho mode.
I was only saying that because it's like a Game of Thrones deep cut question.
And I'm listening. I don't know why you think I'm not.
Okay. Can you guys go a bit more in depth in regards to the pink letter? Like who it is, really from, why is it pink, why this, why that?
What'd you say? I'm joking. So,
Yo. Oh, no.
That almost ended the challenge.
show or book or both, I guess. Yeah, I
think
guess
we know
book,
in the show,
yeah.
you dumbass.
Oh fuck.
Pink Letter.
I
Huh?
read the Pink Letter theory that's on Reddit. I'm pretty sure it's just the main one, but I think that might be his best work. Of all the little masterpieces that George, if that's true,
Yeah.
that's fucking insane.
Well, it's
everything
either
that he tied in.
it's either
We think it's Mance Raider.
Mance, Ramsey, or Stannis. People have the
It's got to
theories
be
for.
Mance.
Yeah, but the different reasonings. It's just Ramsey, just straight up. Oh, that's pretty clear cut. Stannis, they're saying they want, it was a means to get Jon and the Night's Watch and everyone on his side to help him join the fight. He thought maybe if I can rile him up a little and tell him all these bad things, then maybe he would lead them down. But I think the Mance makes probably the most sense, and that theory is absolutely ridiculous. It's pretty genius too.
There's no way that it's real. It's almost too genius, and if it is real, then it's just so brilliant. The way that he ties it into the story that Ygritte told him. I don't know the specifics. I would have to read up on it again. But maybe we'll do a video on it one day, post season 8, because Winter is obviously not coming out anytime soon. But to put it simply, is that Mance Rayder wrote him a coded letter that would rile up the wildlings to fight for Jon Snow to come rescue Mance Rayder at Winterfell. And he writes it under the guise of being Ramsay, but it's really Mance Rayder. It's just brilliant all the way through, and that's a video that we have to make one day.
I think it could be, if not Mance, I think Stannis makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah, it could be Stannis.
Or it could just be Ramsey.
But
That's not a lot.
it's a genius.
Yeah.
You think he reads the theories and says, yeah, now I'm going to do that?
No, I think he thinks his ideas are probably the best, regardless of what he reads, and makes sense to him and the story more often. Because we make fun of this all the time, some of the absurd theories that people who read the books come up with, and you can literally connect anything and make somewhat decent sense. If you turn a little things, you retcon a couple things here and there, you can make it all work.
And that's just a credit to his genius writing.
Yeah,
That there are so many dots that could be connected.
I think he has his ideas. I don't really think the problem is, like we said, I think the problem is just trying to get to the ending. I think he knows all of his payoffs, but he doesn't know how to get there yet. So I think everything is out there. He knows the answers to all these questions that we have, all these theories that we have. He knows the answers. He just doesn't know. He can't bridge the gap. So.
All right, this question comes from Will. Dream casting for a potential True Detective Season 4. This is an interesting question. It's a fun question because there's so many... True Detective has a reputation of getting really high caliber actors to star in their TV shows. So I'm thinking, you know who'd be a good one to come in next? Nicholas Hoult, I would like to see.
I didn't hear the question.
No.
I'm not joking this time. But in fairness, someone just tweeted at us, quote tweeting a link that's saying showrunners reveal Sir Pounce is dead. Cersei could not allow him to survive. So that's
So Ned is dead.
Yeah.
No chance of Ned coming back.
No, so that's big news. Sir Pounce is dead. But yeah, please reread
Dream
it.
casting for a potential True Detective Season 4.
Okay.
I said Nicholas Hoult
It's a good one.
and Kate Blanchett.
It's not bad. It's tough.
Viola Davis.
I don't agree with
Just
that one.
thinking of actors that I like.
Michael Shannon. That would be fun.
Oh, yeah, Michael Shannon.
And he already has a connection with HBO. He did.
That's actually a really good one.
Yeah, I like
I
Michael
like that
Shannon.
one a lot.
Who's his partner?
We going young or even?
Daisy Ridley?
Give me Rooney.
Wayne Rooney?
No, not Wayne Rooney.
Rooney Mara?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. That's the cast right there. Michael Shannon, Rooney Mara.
They're two like creepy. But
Rooney Mara is a weirdo.
Yeah, they look like they would be great like detectives.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like go in the mind of serial killers.
Benicio del Toro. He'd be cool being a detective
Yeah,
and stuff,
that'd
trying
be
to
cool.
solve cases with Michael Shannon.
Oh, Antonio Banderas and
Antonio
Banderas.
Banderas.
That was the Heineken commercial. That's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, I'm going Michael Shannon. I'm sticking to it.
This question comes from Nick. Which is better, the Office theme song or Parks and Rec theme song?
Parks and Rec.
Give me The Office.
I knew that was going to go that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
I'd say Parks and Rec.
I was just watching Parks and Rec the other day. Actually, yesterday with the snake juice.
That's a funny one.
Oh my God,
my
bro!
goodness, when John Ralphio's trying to sell it to Ron Swanson, he's like, "Come here, you're close enough."
Yeah, you're good right there. You
Yeah,
stay
you're
right
good
there.
right
Yeah. John Ralphio is probably top 5 funniest people on television.
And when Ron Swanson is telling people to drink the snake juice, he's like, "Trust me, son. If I say that this is good,
It's a
gotta-"
guarantee. Yeah.
I'm rewatching the first season right now, actually. And I just look at Chris Pratt, and he has the cast on his legs, and he just looks like a fucking mess.
Yeah,
Like, how is that
Star-Lord.
superhero?
that's the best honest trailer joke ever. Is like, you know that fat chubby guy from Parks and Rec? We're gonna take him and turn him into a movie star. Why? Because we're Marvel. Fuck you. That's why.
It's like, oh, this guy is the biggest name in Hollywood now, and this is where he started.
It's amazing.
Also
it
in
really
Moneyball.
is.
Yeah, he's more in shape in Moneyball, but he kind of has to play like he's like middle of Star-Lord and Andy Dwyer in Moneyball. This question here comes from Zach at Zach Zawicki. What's your favorite Oscar category? And if you can persuade the vote, who would you want to win? Oh, what would you want to win?
My favorite category.
My favorite category is Best Cinematography. That's the one that always gets me really excited.
Yeah, you should be able to get really excited this year when
When
they announce it during
commercials.
commercial break.
Did they push cinematography to commercials?
Yep.
Ooh. That sucks.
It does suck.
Even though Lubeski wins it every year. So,
Karan's
last
going to
year.
win this year.
oh man, the year that he's going to win Best Director and Cinematographer, and it's not going to be on TV.
Nope.
That's unfortunate.
My favorite category. I like the acting categories, and because when the best picture, obviously that's the big one, but every time it wins, it's like some producer, you know. It's not even,
yeah.
It's not even,
Well, now a lot of times it's the director who acts as producer as well.
a lot of them get producing credits, so
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
in. It's only like the 2 or 3, but yeah, I like the acting, especially when you see a performance and you're rooting for someone maybe that you've watched through the years, and it's just like Leo. That was awesome when he finally got it. And I think that was something that was must watch TV. Everyone was tuning in to see if he would finally win. And something like that, when it's deserving too, when you know someone gave a great performance and they get rewarded, it's nice. You know?
Well, they gave it to him because he almost killed himself, and if he didn't get it, he was probably going out in the next one. So,
And he didn't deserve it for that year. I still say Michael Fassbender should have got it for Steve Jobs. But that's why the Oscars. I love Best Director too.
I'm all about best film, the cream of the crop,
I
top.
thought you were going to say Best Documentary Short.
I didn't even know that's an award. So,
You won't know anymore because they're going to give it out during the commercials. Let's find one more here to answer. What is Nash doing on Nerd Soup? Answered that.
we really didn't get a clear answer on that.
All right, this question comes from Ethan O'Banion. Team ups you're most excited for in Season 8. I think it will be interesting to see Bran meet Jaime and possibly the Hound and Arya reuniting. Maybe even fighting alongside one another. Arya and the Hound is one that I've kind of forgotten about, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
Team ups.
I want to see Jaime and Jon back to back with their Valyrian steel swords.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Like some face off.
I wish Jamie was nice though, man. I wish he still had that right hand and he was teeing off. I think I would trade the amazing character development and
Just to see Jaime with his right hand.
and perfect story arc just to see Jamie wail on some White Walkers with his right hand going off.
Well,
No.
who's got the Valyrian steel swords? Sam's going to give his one up, right? Who do you think gets Sam's? I give it to the Hound.
Jorah, the Hound, someone who could fight.
You
Obviously,
get Hound, Brienne, Jaime, and Jon, all four together. with
Arya
their
has her
Valyrian steel
dagger,
swords.
right?
Yeah.
Um,
Arya, Jon is the obvious one. I'd like to see them fighting too together. But that's a reunion that's going to happen. I think it's going to happen in the books as well. Team ups, yeah, it would be interesting to see if Bran and Daenerys kind of have some connection with the dragons.
yeah. Jamie and Jon would be cool. So I think we only got a glimpse of that in season 7, so I want to see him actually on their side and on the same team. I think that would be very cool. Arya and Jon, everyone's been waiting for that reunion, so that would be nice. Yeah, the Hound and Arya too. Anyone
Nash, you
for
got
Arya.
it for season 8?
I like John.
Jon and
Arya.
Jaime. Jon and Arya.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's
that
a
everybody
1-2
wants to see.
punch. Yeah,
Brienne and Jamie too. Meeting
I'm
back
easy.
up.
You think Jon and Arya hug? They got to hug, right?
Yeah, why not?
I'm just maybe, Arya's too mature for it now.
Over under 5 seconds.
That's got to be a 10-second hug.
Yeah, big time hug.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh, Ghost and wait, no, they're all dead.
Ghost and Nymeria.
Yeah.
Oh no, Nymeria's not dead.
Oh no, yeah, true.
She's still out there. She's out there trotting.
That pissed me off, man. I wanted Summer to survive. Sad.
I was thinking about Summer the other day. I was in my bathroom getting a bottle of water, and I was like, why didn't he just go with Bran? Stupid dog.
Shaggy dog.
Made me look bad.
Fuck around and got
Shaggy
his head
dog.
chopped off.
Yeah, Shaggy dog. Died off screen. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, so that's it for the Nerd Soup podcast. You guys have any final thoughts? Anything you want to plug, say? Nash, Aaron? It's always a pleasure.
Maybe we'll do better next week.
It's a good ending.
What?
I don't know.
Not
I was
you.
stuck.
Not you.
No, I was just
We just
stuck.
had nothing to talk about today. We had no topics. Talked about fucking Shaft and Thomas Cumberbatch.